something.
I hope they are, and I hope he is. He's a terrific all-star. Trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Brooks. Here's Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Jackson's got the game going with his first points of the game for Memphis. Minnesota with the ball.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Here's Russell. 6 to shoot. Off target from three-point range.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Such a forceful drive by Jackson Jr. Defense doesn't want to get in his way.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just evolving as a team. If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Morant kicks to Bain. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Brooks the best of Morant. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good.
Oh, my goodness, the slam.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Morant against Russell. Back to Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Good on the second free throw. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Russell with it. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. On the wing, Bain. Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Gobert, the screen, launches it. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got 5 points so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Edwards, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. The drive by Bain. Morant kicks to Bain. Out to Morant. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 1:40 left to play in the first. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Brooks.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Edwards inside. Guarded by Bain. Towns with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity. opportunity from deep.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. On the wing, Bain. Back to Morant. Outside, Bain. Clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Morant. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Jackson. Russell against Morant. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here is Russell. Out to Edwards. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. Grizzlies have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Russell kicks to Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. Richard, safe to say you were a pretty good defender in your day, so tell me, who was the most difficult player you had to defend?
I've had to guard some of the best scorers in NBA history, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, but there is nobody like Kevin Durant. His height, his skill set, KD is probably the most unguardable player we've ever seen.
All Hall of Famers. Wow. Russell dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Jackson passes to Morant. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Gobert with the block.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Russell against Morant. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Town. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Outside, Russell. Over to the left wing. Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Brooks kicks to Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. Connects from three-point range. Bain's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Up top, Russell. Guarded by Morant. Jackson against Towns. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Morant finds Jackson. Payne for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Payne's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Grizzlies. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Russell dishes to Towns. Out to Russell for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Bain. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Russell looking around. It's Edwards on the wing. Towns, the pass to Russell. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Fires for 3. A putback. And it's Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Edwards passes to Gobert. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
It's Russell with the drive. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Jackson kicks to Brooks. Morant with a wide open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Gobert finds Towns. Offensive rebound. Out to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Morant.
Bringing on D. Morant with the score.
Tie game.
20.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Prince, pass to Noel. Back to Prince. Here's Noel. Count that bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Jones, the pass to Concho. On the wing, Green. And the pass to Aldama. Cuts it 5 from 18. And that one hits back iron. The Timberwolves shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Here's McLaughlin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside. Here's Reed. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
Outside, Jones shoots from the high post. He doesn't hit that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Noel. Prince wide open. No good on the triple. For Memphis, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Memphis moving it around. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here's Jones. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Jones drives in. Left tray. Conchar can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Inside. It's stolen. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Aldama. Second chance shot. And it's Green. Missing. Minnesota shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Shooting 1.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's McLaughlin. Reed kicks to Prince. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Tries the spin move. And the wide open shot from Green. Buries it from 3-point range. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:31 left to play here in the third. Here's McLaughlin. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. Outside, Green. This is it to Conchar. 4 on the clock. Here's Tillman. Second chance effort.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves? And he ends up missing both free throws. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Noel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Spins. The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. No good on the free throw.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's McLaughlin. Down low. Anderson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line. Missing a couple.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Anderson. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Jackson, a screen on Russell. Morant reaches to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 8.
Just like his pops, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
The third quarter comes to a close. Minnesota on top, up 4. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, the wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about. Nasty. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards with the stop.
But you can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
To the paint and stolen by Russell. Gobert with it. Now defended by Bain. Edwards against Jackson. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. From outside the arc. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards. Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead. Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. Here's Adams. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on D'Angelo Russell.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
That one is no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside Edwards. There's the lob to Towns. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. A beautiful reverse layup. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Outside Edwards. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Here's Morant. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. Russell with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gobert with the block. Outside Edwards. To the middle. Outside Russell. It's stolen by Adams. Morant with it. Working on McDaniels. And McDaniels with the block. Towns with 3. Goes back up. Takes a 3. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he was all over him. You just can't get all tangled up like that.
Bain passes to Adams. Gobert with the block. 1:16 left in the game. Outside Towns. to Edwards. Over Morant. And Adams sends it back. Here's Jackson with the three. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Now Russell. Outside, Towns. Pocket four. It's stolen by Adams.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Bain kicks to Morant. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Towns.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaking.
And typically, he's reliable from the line. Let's see if Russell can come up here big for his team.
And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Payne for three. Misses the three. Now here's McDaniel. Pass to Edwards. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. All right, David, good job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
Anthony Towns said,
Oh, tremendous, Allie. Thank you. Here we go. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Knocks down the long J. Smitty, sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, BA. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
Gobert inside. Leonard defending. Towns for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Pass to George. Back to Leonard. Now Zubac. And stolen by Gobert. Outside Russell. Now Edwards. Outside McDaniels. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by George. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
The 3, Covington. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Edwards. And here's Russell. Now here's Gobert. Zubac with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. George with it. Towns covering. Out to Leonard. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
Here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Rejected by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender. Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Leonard outside. And there's the drive. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Outside Edwards. Minute 32 left in the first quarter. And stolen by Covington. Leonard outside. Pass to Wall. Out to Leonard. Covington with it. Reverses. Can't capitalize inside.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
The kick out to Edwards. 4 on the clock. He takes it in. McDaniels from long range. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
Outside find Wall. Pass to George. It's Covington on the wing. And George with the jam.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wall against Russell. Outside McDaniels. To the left wing. Russell attacking. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, with his quick first step, Russell is a difficult guy to check.
George, a deep three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The T-Wolves on. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's McDaniels. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Edwards with it, guarded by Covington. Got a piece of it. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nifty move. And Edwards slams it in.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Pass to Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Covington finds Wall. 6 to shoot. Back to Covington. From outside the arc. Here's Zubac.
And the defensive chops of Gobert just knows how to hold down the fort for his team.
Edwards against George. And Edwards slams it in.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
He kicks it to George. McDaniels against Leonard. Back to George. And George with the jam.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But Grant is willing to do the work.
So, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's Wall. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Zubac. The shot no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Now Edwards, beyond the arc. They get it back. Outside McDaniels. Towns passes to Russell. Back to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get off the shot here. Edwards. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. George against Gobert. George passes to Zubac. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Covington finds Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels with it. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
For BA, I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
The Clippers have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Outside Covington. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Zubac. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Now here's Towns. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
50 seconds left in the first half. Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Off the mark there with a 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the lead. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Here's George. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Wall against Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Towns for 3. Towns can't get that one to fall. George, right side. Driving to the and it's in! Oh! And so it's Minnesota earning this break in the action, up 10. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Back after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Powell in at the 3. Now here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Here's Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Anderson. Inside, Reed with it. Guarded now by Morris. Reed passes to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, ripped away. Jackson outside. Batum outside. Kennard outside. 3-pointer. That one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to McLaughlin. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Here's Prince. Clock at 6. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson, and it's McLaughlin missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. It's Powell on the wing. That 3's off the mark.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Pass to McLaughlin. Reed sets a screen. Down low. A slam dunk by Reed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Powell, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Kennard, left side. Back to Jackson. And it's Noel with a rebound. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Here's Noel. Back to Anderson. Pass to Prince. The 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Reed. Slam dunk by Reed.
One of the cases where height failed to tell you the whole story.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Batum shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to McLaughlin. A minute 20 left in the third. On the wing, Noel, defended by Kennard. Reed with it. Here's the 3. Batum pulls it in. Now here's Jackson. Batum in the post. And a nice finish on the layup. Batum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
Pass to Noel from 10 feet away. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Jackson. Out to Powell. Kennard outside. Powell passes to Batum. Jackson outside. Driving inside. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives them an edge against physical defense, potential and one.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Towns. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. Towns has got 14.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter up 10, appearing in control. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing that has to try and take away.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Ball with it. He's picked up by Edwards. George against Russell. Out to Leonard. Pass to Covington. Back to Leonard. Covington with it. Leonard finds Covington. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Ball against Edwards. Now Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting on Robert Covington.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
And so Towns nails them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Picked by Covington. Wall on the attack.
That's a quick first step. The ball has never been easy to defend on the drive.
All right, Well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points. And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's George over Edwards. George's shot is good.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And there's the 3-second violation. Well, it's going to take something special now to get them back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it.
George, left side. Leonard against McDaniels. Stolen by Russell. Wall against Edwards. Counted. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's George into the lane. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
George hits them both. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Towns up top. 5 on the clock. Over Covington. And too long on the shot. The Clippers really having a tough go here. It's George with the drive to the inside. Here's Zubats. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards. Zubats no good on that. Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Outside McDaniels with the drive. Outside for Russell. Pass to Towns. Left side Edwards. Shoots over George. They get it back. Back to Russell. Here's Towns. Lets the 3 fly. The shot by Russell, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to George. Going inside.
Oh,
Sweet.
my goodness. Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Timberwolves.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And what a huge performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Leonard against McDaniels. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Outside McDaniels. Towns against Leonard. Back to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing.
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Here's Leonard, and Adams sends it back. Morant against Wall. And it's Morant missing.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And George with the stuff.
And Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. On the wing, Jackson. That shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Bain with it. Now Covington defending. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He's off on the first. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level, certainly, that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together, and if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Now, here is George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Morant gaining the 4. uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Here's Zubac. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Now here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Offline from the top of the key. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. It's Morant in the corner. Outside, Dane. Outside, Jackson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. George against Bain. And there's Paul George on the assist by Wall.
Yeah, not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, nice, strong play that time.
Jackson, a screen on George. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. He's got to be a little embarrassed by that one. Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Morant. And a wide open look for Bain. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Wall up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
Morant kicks to Brooks. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Morant. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
George passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 9.
Paul George spotted up, spacing the floor, and cashes in.
Bain passes to Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Covington finds George. Back to Covington. Baseline jumper. Headshot off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Zubac against Jackson, and Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Memphis moving it around. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. George against Bain. Leonard the pass to Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Zubac has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. about a minute into the second quarter of play. Morant dishes to Jackson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And Wall kicks to George. 4 on the shot clock. Fires from the line. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Wall against Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Jackson's got 5 points so far. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
On the wing, Brooks. He's covered by Leonard. Paul George with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Wall's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 9.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going Indy. And in that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Here's George, and he eliminates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Bain drawn the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's the jump ball.
And Wall kicks to Covington. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Up top, Morant, covered by Wall. Jackson against Covington. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 6 points for John Morant.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Here's Leonard. Over in the corner, Zubac. Bain against George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Wall, no luck. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Morant.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Wall finds George. Tries again. Here's Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Outside Leonard. High post, Zubac. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
All right, David, thank you.
The Grizzlies, 14. The Clippers, 21.
for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Paul George really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
So with George on the bench, here's who Teron Lou's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Morris is out there with Powell. And it's Batum in at the 5 spot. Jackson passes to Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Batum's got the first field goal of the second half for Los Angeles. Timeout call for the Grizzlies. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 9 points. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Outside for Batum. Kennard against Clark. Side, Batum. Sweet move. Kennard on the wing. Off target with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Green, the pass to Jones. Outside, Williams. Green deciding where to go with it. Can't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Jackson passes to Powell. It's not going to go for him. Grizzlies shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Williams dishes to Clark. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And it's Clark slamming it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Kennard on the wing. Jackson passes to Morris. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Over Jones. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
Good work down low from the 6'2 Reggie Jackson. Not bashful in the 2021 playoffs. And remember, Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
The pass to Jones. Here's Clark. Another shot. And the layup is good. Clark's got 6 in the quarter.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Morris passes to Batum. Back to Morris. Passes it to Powell. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Up there for Clark. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently to the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. The Clippers in the lead. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Over in the corner, Batum lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Clark outside Jones. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
There's a minute left in the third. Batum. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his fourth rebound in this one. Jones drives in. Batum with the steal. Powell in the high post. He's against Green. Batum finds Jackson. Pulls up. Batum, good.
Batum 6'8", but really sneaky with those long arms. Can go inside and score.
Conchar, the pass to Jones. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Jones. So he gets them both.
A great player on a great roll at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Jackson down low, defended by Jones. Powell, no one around him, gets the three-pointer to fall. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. On the wing, Green. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You're trying to space the floor. Green's the guy you want out there. The defense is forced to respect him from range.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Clippers lead by one. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a one-point game. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams and at the center filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
George with going around. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. Morant kicks to Jackson. And the foul calling Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Wall against Morant. Takes it off the glass. Morant's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Los Angeles calls timeout. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. He wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Leonard attacking.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
Jackson misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside for Batum. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Batum just shrugging off contact that time.
Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Morant sets a screen for Bain. It's tipped. Stolen by George. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Zubac, a screen on Bain. Zubac finds Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's George on the wing. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes. But in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Deflects the pass. Brooks with it. George picks him up. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Leonard. Count that one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rim.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
And how about John Wall? Just outstanding at sprinting down the floor and just jumping all over the defense.
Morant pushes to Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Morant against Wall. Knocked away. Clippers leading by 6. Outside, George. Leonard the pass to Zubac. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Grizzlies shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. The feed now to Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
And the second of 2 is good. It brings them within 5.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Wall against Morant. He feeds it to Adams. Stolen by Zubac. And George, here we go. And the rejection by Jackson.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Outside for Batum. Wall looking for an opening. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And he recovers it. Payton for 3. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
George with the ball. From deep. Off on that one. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and Dave. Scoring affair in this one. Doris, a lot of offense. Both these teams are very dangerous shooting the ball.
Which is an absolute pleasure for you and I and the fans. Offense obviously sells tickets. To me, the interesting point, which defense is able to step up and make a difference tonight?
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Morant drives in, and that one good.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Now, here is Russell. Towns up top. And the dunk by Towns.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And it's Morant missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's the pass to Towns. He kicks to McDaniels. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Towns with it. Guarded now by Jackson. They get it back. Here's McDaniels. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those two things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Towns, following the basket by John Morant. And Russell gets it to go. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And here's Russell. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Towns. Over in the corner, Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Bain. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Now here's Towns. He dishes it to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Gobert trying to get open, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Gobert.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Here is Russell, following the score by Dylan Brooks. Russell against Morant. Here's Towns. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Towns missing. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for Memphis. Outside Jackson. Payne against Russell. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain. Bain's got his second bucket.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now, here is Russell. The three ball. Knocks down the three ball. Russell's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Left side Jackson. Back to Bain. Outside for Jackson. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Grizzlies. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3, the small forward.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Edwards drives in. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Bain looking around. Passes to Jackson. He feeds it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
The kick out to Towns. Puts the move on. And Adams sends it back. Russell against Bain. And rejection by McDaniel. Outside, Towns. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Edwards against Jackson. Here's Gobert, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Bain kicks to Brooks. Back to Bain. Morant outside. Back to Bain. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Towns, a screen on Bain. Towns, no luck.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Outside, Russell. A three-pointer is right on target. Russell's got 8 points.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul. Morant passes to Adams. Bain against Edwards. Back to Bain. Pocket 2. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson has the open look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Russell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Morant finds Brooks. Outside, Bain. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Tries the spin move. Outside, Bain. It's stolen by Edwards. Down low, here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
In the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Pass to Morant. And the layup is good. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Russell kicks to McDaniel. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Morant outside. With 1 on the clock, and then Morant rams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
John Morant has... First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
We've got Green, and it's Jones in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Anderson passes to Prince. Back to Anderson. That one doesn't drop. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. With the drive. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And doors for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values. What makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
And it's Clutch slamming it down.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's Reed, and the rejection by Clark. Second shot opportunity. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's McLaughlin. That 3 off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Conchar, the pass to Williams. Here's Conchar. Back to Williams. Kicks it out to Jones. Williams. Great positioning on the putback. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Noel. That one's not going to go. Williams with the defensive effort. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Conchar, the pass to Williams. Outside, Jones. Outside, Green. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And he drives in. That one goes in.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Jones. Basket counts. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. He does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
There's the pick. Here's Noel. Hands it from downtown. Noel's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Williams. Memphis moving that ball around. Jones kicks to Williams. Back to Jones. Williams against Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain position here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Tipped away. Outside Williams. Reed with the block. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
1:03 left in the third quarter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Green dishes to Jones. Green in the post, guarded by Prince, and Green gets it to go. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
The kick out to Anderson with a lead. That shot missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Green, the pass to Conchar. And Jones has it in the corner. Out left to the wing. Uncovered. Connects. The jumper drops. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Anderson outside. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Bain kicks to Adams. Morant outside. Dishes it to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Edwards defending. On the clock, Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Russell inside, guarded by Morant. Russell looking it over. Back to Towns. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Up top, Morant. On the wing, Bain. Jackson finds Bain. Oh, good with the triple. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. There's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, improving his passing over the years, this is what you like to see from Rudy Gobert, and a wrinkle or two in the offseason.
Now the pass to Jackson. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Brooks, the pass to Bing. Clock at 6. Outside Jackson. Brooks, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Outside, Russell. Out to Edwards. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Edwards against Morant. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Towns. Towns with the defensive effort.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Into the lane. To take the lead. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McDaniels got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And it's Morant missing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Russell against Morant. Towns wide open. Off target from outside.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Brooks, the pass to Bain. Trying to get something going. Here's Adams. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's McDaniel. Brooks covering. Towns, a screen on Bain. It's intercepted. And Adams kicks to Bain. Over Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here with a scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Towns kicks to McDaniel. Back to Towns. 6 to shoot to the inside. Gobert.
And that one sent the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Morant reaches to Adams. There's Jackson with the 3. It's money from deep.
Such a finish. sharpshooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Russell. Three-pointer. Misses the tray. Here's Bain. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Wall. Leonard on the wing. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
George against Edwards. George with a steal. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Leonard. Out to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Wall against Russell. Uses the glass on the layup.
The aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
Wall with it. He's picked up by Edwards. George against Russell. Crafty move. Ball for 3. Shot clock at 3. Over Edwards. The Clippers rebound. Leonard against Edwards. Out to Covington. Zubac passes to George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So it's Minnesota now. Outside Russell. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. And the 3 off target. The Clippers trail. Leonard, right side. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You know, when you have a guy like Kawhi Leonard, so much of what you do goes through him. You trust him. You trust his abilities.
And Leonard drops them both.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Edwards has got his second basket of the game.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Wall gets the bucket. For his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Here's Russell, following the score by the Clippers. Outside McDaniels. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Wall against Russell. Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely. George with the bucket.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
And here's Russell. To the middle. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Wall. Here's George. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Outside Russell. Covington grabs the board.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
To the paint. Ooh, it's stolen away. And they're pushing it up. It's stolen by Wall. Covington inside. Guarded by Russell. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Clippers ahead. They're up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Russell from outside drains the triple. Russell's got 5.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. No good on the 3. Now Los Angeles with it. Leonard attacking, and the dunk by Leonard.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside from the arc. Again, the miss by Leonard. The Timberwolves trail. Outside McDaniels. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team.
Russell finds McDaniels. Oh, George with a steal.
A sloppy pass. Have to be more precise than that.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a playoff and allow a great player to get home.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
on any given night. Kawhi can just take control of the offense and at least score from all three levels.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Shot to stop the run. Misses off the left iron.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Zubac passes to Covington. Wall with it. Shot clock at 5. It's blocked by Gobert.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
McDaniels with it. He's picked up by Zubac. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
It's picked off. Edwards against George. Now here's Edwards. He's closely guarded.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
George passes to Zubac. He can't hit that time. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. McDaniels, that's good.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Wall finds Covington. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels covering. Leonard passes to Covington. Oh, sweet move. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
George outside. Ball for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. Prince down low, working on Powell. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Prince. 5 on the clock. Here's Reid, guarded by Batum. Reid, good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And the Clippers with the ball. Jackson outside. Morris on the wing. Pass to Kennard. Now Jackson. Now here's Batum. Nice D from Reid. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Back to Noel for the lead. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Clippers shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Got a hand on it.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Here's Prince. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Jackson with it. Down low. Batum. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 2.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
to Noel. There's the triple. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Here's Powell. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. From outside, off the mark. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. On the wing, Noel. Over to the wing. Here's McLaughlin, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. 1:49 left in the third. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Outside, Anderson. Out to the right wing. For the lead. The shot that time not on target. The Clippers go the other way with it. And here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Kennard. Morris with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Morris sets a screen. Kennard finds Morris. Powell outside. From downtown. And it's Noel with a rebound. And for Minnesota, they're shooting 55% for the game so far. Pass to Prince. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Wide open. Noel, no good. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Batum with it. Reed defending. Prince down low. Working on Powell. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. And Jackson gets double teamed. Kennard has the open look. Oh, and that one has the right spin on it. It's good. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
For the lead. Here's Reed. He got it up. Misses the 3. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Clippers on top. They're up by 2. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard with a wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Steps back. Outside Russell. From behind the arc. Offensive rebound to the wing on the left. Edwards with it. Guarded by Covington. Towns passes to Edwards. Second shot opportunity. The Clippers grab the miss. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Leonard. Zubac passes to George. Knocks down the triple. And it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Towns passes to Edwards. That's it. Coming off an assist from Towns.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Russell against Wall. Out to Leonard. Pass to Covington. George outside. Over Edwards. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Outside McDaniels. Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards for three. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers in the lead. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Such a crafty score. Nice pump fake by Leonard to draw the foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running, attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
Edwards, the pass to Towns, and the shot goes.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Ball against Russell. Outside Wall. Here's Zubats. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. To the wing, right side. Towns for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Guys, at the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does Georgia's impact on the game.
Pass to Edwards. And we've got 1:18 left in the game. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Now here's George. Now here's Wall, guarded by Russell. Ball against Russell. The 3, George. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Here's Edwards. He connects! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Leonard against McDaniels.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. They're behind by 2. There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning. Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and can try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center position. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Morant passes to Adams. Outside, Bain. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Bain. Shot clock at 5. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's good from long range.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. Morant dishes to Adams. Back to Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And it's George missing.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Adams drawing the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Grizzlies now. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Morant outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Clippers trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's the pass to Wall. Dishes it to George. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside, Bain. Fires the 3. No good. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Covington. George passes to Covington. Second chance shot. Takes it out to Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And punishing move there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bain passes to Morant. Back to Bain. Morant against Wall. A crossover. Tries again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the immovable object, once Adams gets the position, he keeps it. That is a terrific rebound.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now Jackson, following the three-point attempt by John Wall. Jackson kicks to Bain. Passes it to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Clippers trail. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Ball passes to George. And that one, good. George has got 6.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Out to Brooks. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside, Wall. Covington finds Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Payne for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. For Memphis, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, John Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Bane, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And this is George at his best, taking it at the defense, playing downhill.
Payne for 3. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers leading by 3.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. Look at his size, the strength, the range in his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Bane finds Morant. Back to Bane. Lets the 3 fly. The Clippers grab the miss.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
For 3, Covington. Rebounded by Jackson.
You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Nails the baby hook.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Wall looking it over. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson dishes to Morant. Wall grabs the board.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
It's George on the wing. And George with the stuff.
And this is one of those nights where George came in aggressive and stayed that way. He's been incredible.
Pass to Morant. Driving inside.
Oh, there's nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Here's Wall. And he converts the layup. Wall's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Outside, Payne. Morant kicks to Bain. The wing jumper off target.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Covington's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Covington with the steal. Ball stolen. It's deflected. Wall with the steal. And it's Covington atop the key. Leonard kicks to George. 1:16 left to play here in the half. And it's no good. Third time he's missed in 9 shot attempts. Bain passes to Adams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Here's Morant.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Wall passes to Zubac. Adams, some nice D. Memphis shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Throw good, Bain. Memphis trailing here. Morant passes to Bain. Leonard against Brooks. Lots of room. And the shot is long. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And Wall kicks to Leonard. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Morant against Wall. Morant reaches to Jackson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Leonard fires away from outside. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers ahead. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. They've got Jones, and it's Tillman in at the 5 down low. Here's Powell on the dunk by Powell.
You gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And that one's good. Green. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
4 on the clock. Kennard's shot is off. And for Memphis, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Jones, the pass to Green. Here's Conchar. Jones with no points in the game yet for him. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Aldama. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Batum finds Morris. Back to Batum. Stripped it away. Batum with the steal. Kennard the pass to Batum. Over Clark. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A veteran play by Batum, taking his shooting motion right into the defense to get to the line.
And he makes both free throws. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside Williams. Back to Jones. It's Williams, high post. Outside Jones. 5 to shoot. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Batum passes to Kennard. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
An all-around player, one of Batum's roles is to make the defense pay when they leave someone open.
Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Green draws the double. Pass to Clark. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. Powell inside. It's the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
On the wing, Batum. He's guarded by Williams. Morris passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Stolen away. Clark inside. Jackson on him. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
First team.
.109 left to play in the third.
And part of the longevity of Batum's career is that his game translates to these times. The case in point, the versatility defensively.
Outside for Jackson. And here's Morris for 3. It's Clark with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Green. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Clark. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Batum's running. Back to Jackson. The pass to Kennard. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
And that one falls for Williams. And Williams drops them both. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Covington finds Wall. And here's Leonard. With 2 seconds left. And it's good on the layup. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 8. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And here are the Grizzlies now, trailing here by 8, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, Covington. Wall dishes to George. And he makes good on the layup.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. And they get it back. Goes back up. And a wide open look for Bain. Kept alive.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Outside, Wall. On the wing, George. Passes it to Zubac. It's stolen by Adams. Morant against Wall. And it's Morant missing.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Covington kicks to George. Back to Covington, to the paint. Free throw line jump shot. George, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Left side, Bain. Out to Brooks. Pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Covington with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. George with the ball. Now defended by Bain. And here's George. Outside Covington. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers. Bain for 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Ball passes to Leonard. And there's the try. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And inside, why could be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Covington passes to George. Now, here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Adams with the screen on Wall. Morant left side. The feed to Jackson. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. 6 to shoot. The second effort. And so they choose to intentionally foul. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Leonard for from 3.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
Bain passes to Brooks. Back to Bain. Releases. Ball against Morant. Bain for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Here's Leonard. 5 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. And no good that time. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.